Fashionista channel, and I'm so glad you joined me on today because today's video is going to be another episode of Sewing with the PK Fashionista. Now, I told you in previous videos that I was going to give you some instructions on how to read the pattern envelope because it can be a little difficult and it can be a little intimidating. So I created a 3-part series on this channel. And what I want to talk about on the 3-part series is, number one, the front of the pattern and the back of the pattern. I'm going to talk to you about what the different terminology and things mean on that. And parts 2 and 3 will be the pattern envelope and the inside. And those pieces of tissue that you're like, what in the heck am I supposed to do with this? So hopefully in this 3-part series, you guys will get an understanding of how to read the envelope. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, I'm going to talk about the front and the back of the envelope first because I feel like that should be the first thing that's get out the way. And you know, on this table, as you can see, I have different patterns. I have a butterick pattern right there. You see right there. There's a Project Runway pattern, and Project Runway is like a simplicity pattern as well, as you can see. It's by Simplicity as well. So just in case you guys didn't know that, I also have, let me focus on the camera. I have another Simplicity, and that is a pair of pants right here. There's a dress right here, and it says Easy Chic at the top. So that means this is supposed to be easy. Yeah. I have a McCall's over there. These are different brands of companies of patterns makers. Okay. There's a McCall's over there, and there is another McCall's over there. That's menswear. Like I said, I'm in the process of making apparel for other people. I'm in a process of, you know, being a seamstress for different people. So, and you guys know I'm a fashion stylist as well, and I love things in all things in fashion. So I am so excited to discuss this with you guys. I'm just going to pick one, and I'm going to pick one company, and that is Simplicity. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Simplicity pattern. But I will give you like the other patterns just to, you know, see the comparison of the two. Basically, they have the same information. It may just be a little bit different, but it's not to the point where if you can't read a McCall's one, then and then you can read a Simplicity one. Most of the time they're the same. They are a little different. I'm a member of a lot of sewing groups on Facebook, and we talk about patterns, and a lot of people are afraid of them and they really don't understand them. So I tried to do a video that will explain it to in the simplest terms as possible. There are some learning things that I need to know as well, and a lot of people who spent, you know, 30 years sewing and things like that, they still find that certain pattern companies are a little bit more difficult as far as these envelopes than others. Everybody has their issues. Everybody has to learn every day something. It's something that you don't know, basically. So that's why I wanted to do this video. So let's go ahead and get started. I am beating around the bush, and this is my little pattern holders. I actually the Dollar Tree has little rocks, bags of rocks that you can put for decorations and stuff. I use it as my pattern holder. So just a little tidbit for you to know. Okay, first we have the front of the envelope. On the front of the envelope, you will always have a picture of whatever the outcome of the garment that you're going to make is, the outcome of it. Okay, On this particular case, they give you 2 different pictures of the outcome of this particular pattern. And let me see if I can bring it closer to you. You see, she looks gorgeous with this dress on. I love that material. That fabric. I wish I knew what kind it was. But this is a pretty dress with a little ribbon. And right here she has like a little cardigan and some pants. Brown and the color green is very pretty. Anyway, I just got this pattern simply because of the colors. I hope I find some fabric like this. It's very, very pretty to me. Anyway, on the front of the envelope, like I said, you always have whatever the outcome is, and they give you two pictures in this case. You see in this one, this is how the outcome of this particular pattern is supposed to be. This is how this is supposed to this is how this pattern is supposed to come out after you're finished. Very nice. He looks handsome. This is how the pants are supposed to look on this particular pattern. And they give you 3 variations, but they're just going to give you the main one. On this Project Runway one, these coats are what you can make. You will have little illustration pictures, and you will have the actual person most of the time. See, illustration person and an actual person. But you're not going to just have an illustration. You're going to have a real person and an illustration, or just a real person. Okay? So, back to the dress that we are looking at. Well, the pattern that we're looking at. And it's this one right here. Now, on every pattern envelope, there is a number. And I told you on a previous video before, Joann's and Hancock's fabrics, and what's the other one? Hobby Lobby. Well, Hobby Lobby doesn't really have those kind of specials, but Hancock and Joann's, I know for a fact, have their patterns 10 for $1. I'm not sure about Hobby Lobby, and don't quote me on that, but I'm not sure. Has patterns 10 for $1. And a lot of times, when you go to the store and you go to where the patterns are, which are usually in drawers, and they are all labeled like Simplicity, Berta, New Look, Butterick, McCall's, Simplicity. All of those different drawers are filled with just their company's patterns. And it can be a lot to look through. So what I do prior to those sales is I go to the website. I go to simplicity.com. I will go to butterick.com for that. I will go to whatever company's website. And I would look through all of their pictures. Now, when you pull up their website, you're gonna pull up the pattern piece, the person here. You're gonna pull it up, and this is gonna show up, and you're gonna be like, okay, that's the pattern I want. You can't just go in there and be like, I want the pattern with the picture, or with the lady with the brown and green dress on. No. There's a pattern number right here in the upper left hand corner of your envelope. The big 4-digit, 3-digit, however many digits. Sometimes it has a letter in front of it, something like that. That is how you pull up that particular pattern piece. If you put Simplicity 2938 You see? Simplicity 2938, I'm sorry. If you put Simplicity 2938 in the Google search bar, this particular pattern is going to come up. Now, if you put Simplicity 5814, it's not going to work. This is Butterick B5814. This determines this particular pattern. So what I would do whenever I have those type of sales, and the limit is always like 20, I think. So you have to know which 20 you're, instead of digging through all of those drawers trying to pick your pattern pieces, pick your envelopes out. And instead of doing that, I would check out the website first and then see which ones you want. First, write them all down, so when you go directly to the envelope and when you go to the drawer, everything is labeled by company and by item number. So, and if you like Joann's and Hancock, they both have like the 2900 through 2950 is in this drawer. 2951 to 3951 is in this drawer, like that. So it's so much easier. It's like a little library. I know some of you don't know what that is now. Technology is really growing, but you would know exactly where to look. Okay, so that is the purpose of those numbers, so you can identify them, so when you go to the store you won't be looking lost. Now if you have all the time in the world to go look through all of those patterns, good luck to you, but you better get out of my way, because I'm very organized. Every time I go to Hancock and Joann's and I have my mind set on getting patterns, I have my list already ready and I'm checking them off as I go along. That is the way you do it. Therefore you can be in and out instead of searching and searching and searching. Also, they have little books there with each company. Like they have a Simplicity book, they have a Butterick book, and they have those particular patterns in there with their numbers as well. If you have time to look through those books, you can. That I don't have time either. That's why I said I do that before I go to the store, look on the website, get what I want, and write it down, and I'm on my way to go. That's just a little tip for me. Okay, on the front, like I said, you have the company name, you have the item number, you have the size. That's very important. I want to let you know, just because you go to Macy's and you wear a size 8 does not mean that you're going to get a size 8 in this pattern. The sizes are completely different. These are manufacturer sizes. They are completely different than your store sizes. So you have to measure yourself. So therefore I have to give you, I'm going to do a video of me measuring myself so that you can know how to measure yourself and do it accurately. Because sometimes your measurements may be a little off. If you cannot do it yourself, get someone who will be able to help you. Like get your shoulders measurements, get your back measurements and stuff like that. Because sometimes you're going to need the measurement from your back to your bust. I mean, I'm sorry, your back to your back to your buttocks. So you need those kind of measurements and stuff. And sometimes you can't do that yourself. I mean, I know you can't do that yourself. If you can, holler at your girl, because what kind of body you got. But I wanted to give you a measurement tip video on how to measure yourself so you can do it accurately, because that is very important. Because I wear a size 8 and I'm giving away my size. Oh, y'all are knowing all my business because I am connected to you guys. But I wear a size 8. However, in a pattern, sometimes I wear a size 14. Sometimes I wear a size 12. So you really have to, when we go to the back of this envelope, that's when we're going to discuss like the measurings and stuff. It's totally different. They also have Europe and France sizes. I thought that was the same thing. Anyway, 36 to 44 and 38 to 46. We're going to talk about these. And it says size AA. They may have a size BB, and it might be from 20 to 32 or something. Looks like it's even numbers starting from the size 10. Or it may be from 2 to size A, maybe 2 to 8 or whatever. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So yeah, we got size AA 10 through 16 even numbers. I mean, it's 10 through 18 even numbers. Now, on the side, there is a dress, and this is just what the lady is wearing right here. Same thing. So you can make pants just like this lady is wearing. These are more like shorter than these. These are long pants. These are more like culottes, something like that. So that's two different pants, and these seem a little slimmer. These seem a little wider, but yeah. This is the shirt if you want to make a shirt and the pants like that, like she has on. And her little cardigan. Cute, cute, cute. But this is basically like the top part of this dress. If you just take that off, it's the same thing. And this is the tie, the ribbon, if you wanted to tie it around like she did. And like she has on this picture. So, to the left, to the right, whatever side, they're going to have different options on how you can wear it. Different views. Whether there's pants, whether there's another shirt, whether there's a long sleeve shirt, whether there's a short sleeve shirt, whether there is a cardigan, there's pants, shorts, skirts, whatever you can do with this particular pattern, it's going to be all on the front. So, that is how you read the front part of the pattern. There's really nothing else that you really need to know that is on there. So we're going to turn it to the back.